Hi, I'm Mark Gant. I'm with Hefners Nursery. We are an old nursery that's been around since 1932. We were repurposing before repurposing was cool. We believe in saving anything that can have another use, so that works very well. Recycling plastic is no big leap for us. We started recycling our plastic just as a money saver. Some of our plastic sheets we will take off and reuse on some small houses the following year. Some of the smaller ones then we will cut up and use as trunk liners on our retail sales yard, which, believe it or not, takes up a whole lot of plastic. But we started recycling just as a way to save dumpster fees. We can haul to one of our local plastic recycling centers. They're happy to get it, send it on down the stream. We're happy to get rid of it and save a little money on disposal. When we take the plastic off, we try to roll it up as clean as possible. Put it in a bundle that's easy to handle. We store everything that we take off one year for the following year. So there is actually a year's worth of plastic in the shed at all time, just in the event of winter storms, whatever else, covering up for cold weather. We would rather have that emergency supply in the shed. So what we're taking to the recycling center is actually 2 years old, and that works well. It's stored in the shed in the dark, so it holds up well for whatever we might need it for, and then it's still in a good shape for the recycler. That's another reason to make sure when you're rolling up the plastic it's nice and clean and neat and in a tight bundle, because it is going to be handled a couple times. That makes things a lot more efficient. When our crew is working, the first thing they do is take off anything that's had staples in. So they just make that cut, get rid of them completely. That little strip of plastic with staples in can go in the dumpster rather than being sent through a grinder somewhere. Should make it a lot easier on the recycler. And then the next step, once everything's nice and clean, we'll take loose the strips on the side. It'll be ready to lay over, fold up, and get ready to roll it up. Even though we're sitting here on gravel, in a winter you are going to accumulate some leaves from some pollen, some dirt, so that is about as clean as can be expected. The side benefit, just the more times you shake it, the more moisture you get off the inside, because there will be some condensation you're dealing with in there. Nobody likes wet, stinky plastic, whether it's reused or recycled or whatever. But we try to get it as dry and clean as possible. We have about 25 houses of all kind of different sizes to work with. So for our purpose, we take these things off and we write on the outside of the bundle with a Sharpie what size it is. And that way, whether we're going to use it again next winter or whether we're going to loan it to a neighbor whose greenhouse blew up, we know about how big it is. If you're just sending it straight to the recycler, that makes, there's no sense in doing that. So that's one step you can skip. It is as easy for me to put it in the truck and take it and put it on the recycler's pallet as it is for me to take it and throw it in the dumpster. So there is no additional effort other than the 10 minutes it takes me to drive to the recycling center. Very little involved for us in additional expense. At some point, if there was a supply stream that allowed there to be money coming in, that's okay too. We don't mind money, but at this point, the savings we get from the dump fee makes this process worthwhile.